Hey, groupies, people out there. Oh man, I'm a person. I like to try to help people. It's my nature. I think maybe that's what I was chosen for. Almighty God and Jesus Christ. I think I was chosen to help people. Because even when I'm out, someone can be sitting next to me. And I will give them comfort, advice on different things in life. Here's something I'd like to talk to a lot of you people about, okay? That play the go to the clinic, go to the doctor, and then they get out their script pad, and it can be a nurse or just a medical employee, and they start writing up prescriptions on script pads. People, here's something I found out. I didn't realize it had gotten that bad. Now, I remember when these clinics, they would get 30% back of what your insurance or you paid when you would go to Walgreens or CVS or Walmart to fill your prescription. Now, clinics, they're getting back 70% from the pharmacy for every damn prescription they write. They're writing you people all those damn prescriptions so that they can pay the lease rent on that property. And if they own that property, which they rarely do, so they can pay property taxes, which the property taxes would be as high as any lease or rent. That's why most of them don't own the property. And many McDonald's or Jack in the Box or Taco Bell, they don't own that property because the property taxes will be as damn much as leasing it from, a group of 10,000 investors, same as an apartment complex. But that's another subject. I'm aware of those things too. I've studied law a lot, not no fucking college. I've lived it. I've been around attorneys, civil attorneys, criminal attorneys, and family law attorneys. Yeah, yeah. And these are things I've learned in my time. But don't be a part of the medical racketeering people. And don't just believe some shit because a nurse or a doctor tells you something. So many people are told crap that's not even true, man. I had to get cataract surgery in both my eyes. It was back in February of 2024, yeah. So it's been almost 2 years ago. And before I could get my cataract surgery, through Eye Centers of Texas is good, but this is by Medicare HMO law, not Medicare itself, but the HMO plan or whatever. You have to have a primary care physician. And when I went there, and you have to get them to give you a referral. See, that way they know you're set up right with the Medicare Advantage plan that you have or the Medicare supplement plan that you have. And they have to give an electronic, nothing is done by mail and a lot of stuff's not even done by phone. I have to give you an electronic referral, like, yes, we are this person's chosen PMC, primary care physician, or whatever. And and a lot of times that can be bypassed too. If you get on the internet and get on it's called medical portal, I believe. And oh, it is long, page after page after page. Have you ever woke up at 2 in the morning and coughed? Did your left toe hurt? Did you have surgery on your left toe? Oh man, it's terrible. Oh my God. But I went through all that to get, and for each eye too. They did the left eye first, 2 months later did the right. Oh, and it turned out great too, and I'm still doing great, man. I don't need glasses, eye drops, or anything. I made several cataract videos. It's a shame. Hardly nobody wants those. It's a shame. It's a shame because that could help millions and millions and millions of people if they could see those videos. But they're here on my channel. You just have to scroll down the list of my videos. They're there. I can't keep making the same damn video. But, I went into detail about the cost, if you have insurance, if you don't have insurance, all of this stuff, the myths, the lies, and the truths, and the good things about it. But anyway, enough of that for right now. But anyway, you know, they will tell you anything. But back then, when I went just for a referral, just so it could be electronically sent to Eye Center of Texas, which I found out later I didn't even need it because they gave me the website address to the medical portal that whatever clinic or doctor you want sent to, you type that into the portal and they send it to them, after you fill it out. And it doesn't cost anything, no. It's just a long time. Sit down and, you know, make sure you're warm or cooled off if it's hot or whatever you're at. Cut out all the noise, tell people to leave you alone when you go to fill one of those out because you don't want to make any mistakes. But here's what happened at that primary care physician clinic. Man, oh man, when I went to leave, I said, okay, now I need my referral sent to Eye Center of Texas on Preston Road in Pasadena, Texas. And they're like, well, the doctor got down here. We want to send you to a cardiologist first. And I'm like, man, I need cataract surgery. My heart is fine. I said, I need cataract surgery. There is nothing wrong with my heart. See, this doctor kept saying, this lady doctor saying, your pulse is so. And I told her, I said, yes, ma'am, it is. Because I got up early this morning so I would be here at 8 a.m. and I drank 2 cups of very strong caffeinated coffee because my eyesight's bad with cataracts and I have to concentrate. I have to look at the car in front of me or an object in front of me because I can't see the lines on the road to stay in line. And, so of course my pulse was off, but my heart is good. But see, they kept trying. I said, no, 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 no. I didn't come here so y'all could refer me to someone you want to refer me to. I came here so that you would do a referral for me to a eye surgery entity, Eye Centers of Texas, that's going to do eye surgery on my eyes. So, you know, I had to get them to do that. But see, the crap that they'll try, to play with you, because see, they also get referral fees, not for that, but like if I would have been stupid and think, oh, okay, I'll go see a cardiologist, heart doctor. Well, see, they're going to get a kickback. They're going to get part of that clinic visit and for any tests that are done. And even though your insurance is paying for it, they're going to get part of that insurance money to the clinic or doctor or medical person that referred you. You see, that's the trick. That's the trick. So they will refer you to go to all different kinds of shit. Here's something else they tried to pull on me, people. Boy, this is amazing. They sent me equipment in the mail, and it's a container that has a screw-on lid, and it's like we want to test you for colon cancer. And we need for you to defecate in this container, screw the cap back on, and then use the package and box to send it back to us. I'm like, I'm not going to play their game. I'm not going to play their damn game. So what I did at the time, I have a Harley Davidson. I took the master cylinder apart for the rear brakes, and I needed a place to keep the parts until because there was like about 10 small bars, place to keep the parts until the new master cylinder kit arrived for me. So I used that container with the screw-on lid, which is about a quart size. I used it for those motorcycle master cylinder brake parts. Oh man, well I used it for something, and I didn't have any obligation or commitment to send that junk back to them. You know, by law, they sent that crap to me without me authorizing it or suggesting it or asking for it. Hey, you do that, it's yours. It's like if a person sends me a bar of gold in the mail, guess what? It's mine, you know, to do with what I want. I can remelt it and make jewelry and sell to the public. You know, I have a sense of humor too. But people quit living in fear. Yeah, my mother died. Let's see, it was in September 11th, 2023. Yeah, yeah. So how long ago has that been? 2 years and 2 months. Yeah, 2 years and 3 months right now. And she was age 87. Okay, bear with me. And yeah, I'm 70 years old and I still smoke cigarettes. Oh dear, oh dear. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have died before me that were younger than me, too, people. And everybody's dead in my family. Most of them never smoked. How about that? Neither did my mom. But anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch and Linda Blair in her bathing suit. Oh, just joking. I'm a nut. But damn, where was I at? So I'm acting so silly. I've got a good sense of humor. That's how I've survived for 70 years, people. I'm not all serious and angry, and that's why I don't look so old for 70 years old. I don't look that old at all. But my mother, the last 30 years of her life, the shit that they would tell her, I remember this way back in the early 90s, man. It was before I bought this house in 93 that I'm living in now. So this was around 1992. They actually told her she had a malignant brain tumor. They actually told her this shit. And, and it's stuff that was proven was not true. Time proved it was just bullshit. And they wanted to do brain surgery on her. Well, excuse me. She lived to the late part of 2023. So that's 23 years plus 8. 31 years later, she still wasn't dead and her brain worked just fine because her memory was good enough. She could still make up lies about me when I was a teenager. You know, she remembered lies she told 60 years ago so she could repeat them today and not get caught lying. So her brain still works. But I used to say, Mom, why do you believe all that bullshit? Man, those people, they're just messing with your head. Say, well, it'd be better to be safe than sorry. I need to go for another checkup tomorrow. They're setting me up for another checkup. And then this bum contractor. He was in his 70s back in the early 2000s, and they even made a hypochondriac out of that son of a bitch. He got the same way. He had Medicaid because he was only able to get SSI. He didn't have enough SS scores. And he even got, they had him doing that. And I'm like, Mom, you consider like ping pong balls in a pinball machine. All they do is pull the spring and the lever back, and y'all go ding, 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 and it's points and money for them. I mean, gosh, damn. But people don't live in fear. Look, I'm age 70. Do you know I don't take any damn medication at all? I'm not taking any medication. You know why? Because I don't live in fear. People, as long as I feel good, I'm not going to worry about it. And here's how to tell if you got high blood pressure. Look, okay, the jugular vein. I put my hand on it. The vessels aren't risen. They're relaxed. I don't have high blood pressure. My pulse isn't too high. Also, in your arms, especially the tops of your hands, see the blood vessels. If they're not pronounced, you don't have high blood pressure, people. Just check your pulse. The other thing, learn how to breathe right. Don't breathe with your stomach, breathe with your lungs. See, I'm breathing with my lungs right now. Now I'll show you how it is if you breathe with your stomach. Now I'm breathing with my lung. See, there's a difference. Breathe with your lungs and you'll be healthier because, see, your lungs are able to distribute the air out enough in your blood, and that's good for your heart. You see? A lot of people don't know, there's so many things, that you can do right for yourself. Also, eat a variety of fruits. Bananas are very good. They're healthy for you. Raisins are very healthy. Bananas and raisins are actually a natural laxative, people. If you people would eat bananas and eat raisins, do you know you wouldn't get constipated? Because me and two of my cats, we love sharp cheddar cheese, and a lot of times I'll break off a chunk off of these cheddar cheese blocks I buy, and they'll keep coming to me, and I'll break off some for them, and then I'll sit there and chew it while watching a movie or something. I don't get constipated. See, cheese is protein, raisins and bananas, people, and you won't get constipated. You know, there are so many things, and drink enough water, man. Drink enough water, and drink milk, drink milk, drink milk. I mean, that's very, very good for you. There's no such thing as lactose intolerance. And don't buy low fat milk. Low fat milk is the same thing as whole milk. There's not any difference between one or the other. Okay, it's the same thing. They're just scamming you, to make money, or whatever. But believe what you want. Be stupid. Most people like to be stupid because it's easier for them. Because they'll say, well, they say this, or my doctor said that. See, most people, they want that because it's easier for them. They're too lazy to think, and they don't have any confidence in themselves, in general. But, quit living in fear, people. And like if I had to go to the hospital for some reason, if I was in a tragedy, they ran tests and they said, "Sir, you've got bone marrow cancer," or "Sir, we found under a scan or this or that, we found a brain tumor." As long as I feel okay, I'm not going to worry about it, people. And even if that had some truth to it, look. Here, do what I do. Talk to Jesus Christ, Almighty God. Jesus Christ, our Savior, my Father in heaven, please protect my health. And if anything's wrong, please heal me, Jesus Christ. I love you, Jesus Christ. There you go. And believe. There you go. Believe. Because I don't care what is wrong with you. Jesus Christ can heal anything that's wrong with you people. It's a matter of faith and believing. It's a matter of that. And don't worry. Don't live in fear. But see, here's something I learned very fast. For the past it's been 4 years now, almost 4 years. I've been on Medicare Advantage HMO plan. Man, the shit that they try to get me to do. Do you know I have to block at least 4 phone numbers every day? Those people never run out of phone numbers to call you with. 1-800 numbers. And it's the same thing. Are you interested in this group therapy? Have you ever had these symptoms or tried this medication? Gosh, damn. See, they want to make a pill junkie out of you, man. Here's something that happened. I've been single for 19 years, or will be this February in about a month from now. Do you know 20 years ago, when I used to have women around me from Houston's Megamite system, and they would visit me out of interest, or I would visit them. I never did the go to a restaurant or buy them drinks yet. No, no, no. That's for idiots, dumbasses. But do you know, I couldn't sit and talk to them, but 5 minutes, they'd have to open their purse. Oh, I think it's time for me to take my such and such medication. And those women were in like their 40s, some were in their 50s. Can you believe that shit? It's terrible. And not just them, 'cause I know when I go up here I'm half owner of an inspection station and oil change station right up here on the corner. And I go up there a lot of times. I just sit there to see what's going on there, to keep aware, 2 employees that work there. Yeah, it's not a big place. Um, there are women that are like older teenagers, that have their driver's license, or they'll be in their early 20s getting their oil changed or an emissions test done on their car. Do you know they will be pulling out bottles out of a handbag or a purse and taking different kind of pills? You see, they even target them. This epidemic is so ridiculously bad. But people see, stop believing something just because a doctor tells you. Stop doing that. They're just people. See, they're out to make money. Go by the way you feel. Go by the way you feel. I mean, just because they tell me something doesn't mean I'm going to believe it. And I'm not going to fall for this other crap either. Men that are in their 60s, prostate enlargement can happen. Men that are in their 60s have strokes and heart attacks. So I'm not them. I'm not other men. I'm not men as in plural. I'm me. And I know how I feel. But then look, what about how those people felt? And what else were they fucking doing? Getting drunk all the damn time? Sucking down the booze? And eating at McDonald's every day? A bunch of fat, artificial flavoring crap? So you got to consider that too, people's habits. And sure, it'll catch up on people once they're over 40, and especially over 50 and then 60. There's different symptoms or things that happen generally. It's because of people's habits. Because what happens to most men in their 60s, but then look at what most men that are in their 60s was doing when they were in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Yeah, drinking soda pop, whiskey, beer, a bunch of crap, watching football, eating a bunch of fatty crap. Habits, the habit. You're not them. So no matter what surveys say, piss on surveys. Piss on surveys. Surveys never work, people. Surveys never work to find out the averages of the majority or whatever. It doesn't work, okay? Oh well, we're into 26 minutes now. But does that matter? No. I'm just trying to help you. Hey, I can say these things. I'm a person that says I can afford to talk. Okay? Look at how youthful my skin is. Look at how youthful. I have no wrinkles at all on my face. I've got some turkey neck here, but I need to gain some more weight. I've lost too much weight. But my hands look kind of old. But my palms look I'm a nut. I need to get my teeth fixed. Now I've got insurance for that, so it's no problemo. Like the term they said, no problemo or whatever. Or I see Clint Eastwood. I'm not good at mimicking. Make my day. But that's not me anyway. I'm a passive person. But I can get very angry. You know, like it doesn't bother me. I will speak up too and point my finger at any doctor's voice. And I'll say, you can't know that, or sir, ma'am, I don't believe. I don't believe. you know, because they do try to put fear into people. They will try to do that. And let's see, it was Nick told me, he said his doctor at the clinic where he goes, now this was about a month ago. He said, they're telling me 70% of my liver is gone. And I looked and he was wearing sunglasses. And I said, Nick, let me see your eyes. Open your eyes. Look at me. The whites of his eyes were white and there was no dark circles under his eyes. I said, Nick, they're lying to you. And he wouldn't shut up. And I said, Nick, listen to me. Listen to me. The whites of your eyes are white. There's no dark circles under your eyes. Your liver is fine, Nick. See, most people, they weren't educated to these things when they were younger. So they don't know. You see? It's a matter of educating yourself. Educating yourself. And from a truthful source, not a clinic or a doctor in a sales side wearing a stethoscope and a white jacket. No, you're not going to get the truth that way. But like you can if you use your browser, not YouTube, but your browser, and just type in symptoms of this ailment. Look for the symptoms or whatever. I've never been checked for diabetes. Hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. But a lot of people, they believe they have diabetes and they're actually giving themselves injections every day. And they've been conned and they're paying for all that insulin, those prescriptions. They're being conned because they don't know the symptoms of actual diabetes. And anytime any medical person tell you, you're a borderline diabetic. Okay, right there, Get away from them immediately. If they say you're a borderline diabetic, change doctors. Let me tell you why. Because here's a trick in medical racketeering. Every human is borderline cancer malignancy, borderline for bone cancer, borderline for dementia. You're borderline for everything. So see, that's a trick. So if you're a borderline diabetic, you're also a borderline for stomach cancer. You see, that's a trick. Borderline means something you could get. You could get. See, that's medical lingo trickery. It's trickery. But here's what the patient will do. Well, they said I was borderline diabetic, so I better do what they say so it doesn't go into full diabetes. Oh my God. But it's just the trickery, the bullshit. But me and the cats are doing good. And man, it's cold. Ugh. I got the floor heater working that's electric, and I've got my stovetop, two of my stovetop fires burning, and a curtain in my walkway, keeping it warm in there. Yes. Now, a lot of you may not like the way it looks in here, but I love it, and so do the cats. We love it. It's warm and it's pleasant, and I'm a wonderful person. I can't sing, but see, I still do it anyway. Oh, I don't know. Why do I just do it anyway? Because I can. People do what they can, usually, but I won't do wrong. Oh, a cigarette is so good. Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. One other thing I'm proud of, well, kids are restricted for this, but I'm 70, I still get good erections. I still masturbate every day. I'm still horny too. Oh yeah. That I am, and it's a wonderful, wonderful life. There, see, I shared that with you. People should share that with each other. Because that's what it's all about. And always be able to cry people. Sometimes I'll just think about things like a song I was listening to called Everything I Own by the Bread Group. Man, I had to cry some. Just memories, man, of pets I lost, animals I had to part with when I was a teenager. It just damn, damn, damn. But if you can cry, your heart's good. It's healthy to cry. It's good for the mind. It's good for the mind, because then you're not damaged. When you become blind, like those old war dogs from War One generation and War Two, you come blank like that to where you can't cry. Those people are ruined, man. They're ruined. They allowed shit to ruin them. Oh well, not me. And I never cared about what gender role. Like a man's supposed to be this way, a woman's supposed to be that way. Da 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 da. No, 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 no. Not me. I am me. I am an individual. Okay? I am not half the population. I must be like me. Well, half the population, whether it's regardless of the gender, if you notice, is very screwed up. So why would I have to be like either one of those genders? Just be myself, man. Be myself. Oh man, but it's a wonderful evening. What time is it? 11 p.m. Okay, that's good. So it's fixing to be midnight. Midnight at the Oasis, or the Midnight Special with, I love this song by Heart, Ann Wilson. You know, and her sister plays the guitar, and Ann Wilson does some on the flute. The song, uh, Love Alive. Love Alive is the name of the song. Man, I love that song, the beat. I love that. And also stay young at heart. You don't have to be like an old person, man. I still listen to rock and roll. I love the Tonic Group. You know, that music, Tonic was in the movie American Pie, the two-part movie in the late 90s. Man, I love it. I love it. Man, that's great music. Great music. Wish some of the babies were up here. Let's see, full grown Black Panthers. One, two, three, four. Mother Panthers in here on the couch where I got a lot of those Arabian pillows up on the couch too. And she's got her five babies. Oh God, man, that is so great. We're family. We're family. But anyway, later, people, and Almighty God, I love you. Jesus Christ, I love you and thank you. Financially, we're doing good, plenty of food, and anything can be fixed that may not be totally right now. It can be fixed. We can do it to it. And I've got my health. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I love you, Jesus Christ. Please help my brothers and sisters not to live in fear and believe a bunch of doctors that are liars, liars. Okay? But anyway, later, people. Da, 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 da.